Hey y'all, Eric here with another one. Thanks so much for joining me for another week. If you enjoy the content, please like and subscribe, but let's get right into this one. So I'm getting my St. Augustine ready to green up out of dormancy. We still have a couple of 30-degree, possibly sub-freezing days. We won't know until the middle of April if we get another sub-freezing. That's usually when we're in the clear. So right now, I'm not going to take anything off the top of my St. Augustine straight away. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get my blower, and what I did is just blew all the leaves, all the debris off of my lawn. We have 3 days of rain coming in a row. So I'm going to utilize that rain by laying down some of the stress blend by Yard Mastery. Works wonderfully. I'll leave a link right up here for the video I did on how many pounds to spread per 1,000 square feet and whatnot. So what I did is I blew all the debris off. What that'll do is blow a lot of the loose straw off of the top of the St. Augustine and leave anything that's still attached to the stolons intact, which will leave enough open room for more air to get through, more sunlight to get through as the days start to warm up, but will also leave enough cover so that when the freeze does come, if it does, I'm confident we'll get one more. It won't damage the stolons too much. But let me take you into the lawn. I'll show you some of the green up that's happening right now. As you can see here, we do have some green up happening, and it's happening a little bit everywhere. Nothing too aggressive, but as you can see, the St. Augustine wants to wake up, which is fine. Now, I've already blew this area, so as you can see, we still got a nice thick layer of the dried grass from last year, which gives it a nice cover, but we still have some gaps, so there's enough sunlight going through. And as I throw down this stress blend, all those granules will fall right through, and we'll actually hold a lot of it into place as we get this rain. We should get about almost a ½ inch of rain each day for the next 3 days. So it's gonna be heavy. It has been a very, very wet winter. With that said, let me take you into some problem areas on my lawn, and let me show you areas where I definitely had some die off and how you can tell if the freeze from the previous winter had done damage in your lawn. So here's a great example. I blew this area off too. You can see we do have some greening up here, but here's just a patch, right? Just a small patch where definitely died off there. Nothing that won't be self-healed. We have self-healing grass in St. Augustine, which is why it's such a beautiful, beautiful grass variety. But as you blow, you'll see that's a little bit more bare. So, and that's not even completely dead. You can see it's still green, but not as healthy as some of this other stuff is that's held on. So you'll notice that as you go along. Let me take you into some other areas where we have some weed problems. So here's the one side of the front portion of my lawn. As you'll see, not a lot of weeds. Pretty great. What's the difference here between the other side that I'm going to show you here soon, which is riddled? Well, this is the side. I did a short video last year. I'll try to leave a link. I don't know if I can do that with a short video, but I'll put it in the description for sure, where before I greened up, I went through this area and dug out the fescue heads that I had within the lawn with the weeding tool, and then went and threw down my pre-emergent. This area, lot less fescue. Now I'm gonna get fescue in this lawn every single year. All of my other neighbors have fescue. As you can see, all of this stuff comes down through that pipe and all runs down, all the water runs down. And when they overseed in October, that fescue just comes in. But this side did super, super well. And I think it's because I dug out the fescue heads as opposed to spraying them with chemical, because it's very hard to find something that kills fescue and doesn't kill the St. Augustine. But let me take you to the other side. So we just walked from over on that side. Damn, look at that. Wow. I don't know what else to say except this is a fescue nightmare. So there's a couple schools of thought here on this side. I had a couple of trees removed on the side of my house. This area was getting a lot more sun, became a lot more fertile, which is great for the St. Augustine, but also great for this clumping fescue. So what I'm going to do, and I'm not going to do it today, I'm going to try to pluck as many of these little fescue baby heads out by hand as I can. Then I'm going to pre-emerge. Then I'm going to spot spray. So it's going to take some time. I put down pre-emergent the same time that I did the rest of my lawn. So why this got so riddled is beyond me. But we're definitely going to take this on. Nothing to be concerned about. Is it ideal? No. As the St. Augustine greens up, a lot of this stuff will be mitigated, but I want to try and get rid of it as much as I possibly can by hand, which means I'm going to leave a bunch of holes behind. Those holes have to be filled with pre-emergent because I'm going to break that barrier. So I'll make a video on that when I take on the project. Here is another damaged area of my lawn. I had some construction done. We got a new deck in. We repainted the screen and porch. It looks beautiful, but had a bunch of trampling here. I knew it was going to happen. There's no way to stop it. You can see it's super bare here. This area wasn't healthy anyway, mainly because there was a four-pronged massive river birch tree. I don't know if you know what river birches are about, but if you have one, get rid of it as quickly as you can. This thing created so much shade, dumped so many acidic leaves on the grass that it was almost impossible to go grass up against this box. So I'm hoping that with this tree gone and with all the sun that this is going to get, plus I am going to plug this area around this box here, all around this area. I'm going to plug it again, hand pick those baby fescue heads and some of the Poa Nua that came up as well, and hoping that with all this newfound sun that we will have a nice continuous St. Augustine grass. Well, that's it for this one. As you can tell, my lawn is not perfect and we have some projects this year. I told you in my last video that we're going to have a ton of videos to make this season. So I'm super excited. So I'm going to go throw down some of that stress blend, get ready for spring. And I hope you're taking a look at your lawn and not getting too discouraged if you're seeing some challenge areas or some opportunity areas, if you will. But anyways, get out there in your lawn, have some fun, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye now.